Here we are. Saturday Night Live out in the art room slash sun porch. It's a little chilly out here. That's a screen, not a window. We got two folks on. How you doing? What's going on tonight? Down to one. Somebody's watching. How you folks doing out there? We're using the phone because the wife's on the computer taking care of some stuff, shirts, and ordering up some shirts and things. Yeah. What's going on? Teddy Mack, what's going on? How you doing? JP, what's going on, JP? John Hall, how you doing, brother? Yeah. Billabong Matt. What's up, folks? Charlie, oh boy. What's up, bro? Chris Nigro, nice hat, thank you. Dominic Pizzo, Mr. Wilson View, what's up? I got this from our good friend Will. Matthew, what's going on? From Northeast Indiana, what's going on, Jake? 6-day work week, weather got bad out here. Yeah, it got bad out here too. We had a lot of snow. We're supposed to get some more snow tonight. So that's what the hat's all about. I'm out in the sun porch slash art room. You know, crazy weather. I heard it snowed in Fresno. Folsom. And somebody said it snowed, I forget, somewhere in the Bay Area. They got some snow. Kind of crazy, but kind of cool. You know, we need that. Actually, I got this from Will. Will's from Oakland, so, you know, it's got Oaktown on the back. I like it. I dig it. Still good enough to look at. Oh wow, that's cool. Well, we got another video in the can, so as soon as the wife gets time, she'll edit it and get it up. So, Brian Wood, what's going on, brother? How's things out there in the world? Skyler, can say she'll run like a skull boy. That's right, Jake. It's snowing in Palmdale. It was raining in Vegas, I know that, and they got a light dusting of snow recently. So I rode out the other day, cold and rainy here. That's right. Sugar Smack, what's happening, brother? I went to work the other day. Walt, what's going on? Walt, Connecticut, Bridgeport. That's right. Walt Wixner. Greg Gala, what's up? It snowed here pretty good, so when I went to work, the roads were all iced up. So I had to drive out to the freeway at like 10 miles an hour. You know, I just did a tap on my brakes and I'd slide a little bit, so I'm like, I'm cool, I'm just gonna go 10 miles an hour. Better to be safe than sorry, right? Yeah, living the dream. That's what we do. Black guy sucks, that's right. They get flooding in Vegas occasionally. I don't know if it's flooded, but it is raining, and it got a light snow there too. So, you know, it is what it is. I saw this is a 1-year anniversary of Ukraine's war against Russia. Shep Dog, what's going on? What happens in Vegas days? Did you ever meet Joey Torres? No, I didn't. Wow, Mark, that's crazy. Yeah, some folks said it's like in the 80s out in North Carolina, I think, South Carolina. That's close to Georgia. Yeah, so it's a 1-year anniversary on the war in the Ukraine. And what's that say? Been out since Wednesday. Said they. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy power outage. Saturday was all right. Big ice storm. Wow. Saturday was cool. You know, we kicked it. Right now, we're just, you know, the wife's trying to order some shirts, try to get back on track with that. Oh, Danny D-Lo. International bankers are very happy. Yes, they are. It snowed in Alpine. All right. That's right. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, brother. I'm a member, but under my name, David. But YouTube kicked me off. I still pay your membership. Thank you so much, Jason. Apparently, Democrats have decided instead your stock exchange will just buy stock in Zelensky and Ukraine. Bunch of bullshit. That's exactly right. Thanks for over there in Australia, brother. Yeah, so they're going to send them another 100 billion, and I think people should protest it. People should tell their congressmen, their senators, they don't want it. They want no more war in Ukraine. They don't want to fund it. Corrupt, you know. This guy Zelensky had the balls to get on and give a speech about, like not all Americans support the war in Ukraine, and if they don't change their minds and funding stops, that we're going to lose NATO and we're going to stop being a world power and all kinds of other shit. Well, America's always going to be what America is. And as far as NATO goes, I don't give a shit about NATO. NATO can suck it. They could foot their own bill. That's right, Papa Jack. America first. That's right. Well, they could have spent that money they sent to Ukraine cleaning up America, period. That's $200 billion. You know how many people they could have got off the streets and put a couple, meals in their belly? Just think of all the veterans that are having a rough time, that they deserve that money. Them dudes in Ukraine don't deserve that money. It's a corrupt government, a corrupt regime. It's a money laundering scheme. And we're not on propane. Yeah, we're not on propane. We got a pellet stove and electricity. So, there's never any money unless they want to fight a war. Then all these defense contractors make tons of money, and all these politicians that lobby for them make money. We need to get rid of Biden. So Trump is introducing a plan to stop high-ranking elderly officials in the military from getting jobs with defense industry once they retire, because all they do is lobby for war. Then once they're out of the, both parties are down with the war. Oh yeah, both parties are making. Lindsey Graham's a turd, Mitch McConnell's a turd. There's a bunch of Republicans too that are turds. They're all making money off of it, while we, it ain't no big thing, right? That's right, Zach, but we went to order shirts, and our shirts went up about $4 a piece just in the last 3 months. It's taken us time to get, once we moved, get back on track. Pro baseball team, 200 million instead of putting. Wow. Yeah, so we're starting to reorder some of the shirts we're low on or out of. And so the price of shirts have gone up like $4. It's bullshit. We order them online, so we're looking for a place to order shirts local. So, that's just us. Nobody made money like Cheney and Halliburton, billions. Yeah. So for the average guy, everything costs more, but for them, they just keep making more and more money while more and more people die. As far as Zelensky goes, he's a little puppet. That's right, JP. As far as Zelensky goes, he's just a puppet, and his puppet masters. Oh, it's raining. Hear that? It's raining. Big Mick, what's up? Hey, Mick. See the back? Yeah, I got this from Will. He is from Oakland, by the way. Grew up in Oakland. He's been on the channel. Very good friend and brother of ours. This guy's just keep getting rich off poor people, keep dying. This guy Zelensky is a puppet. Trying to say that we're going to lose NATO, we're going to lose our power if we don't keep supporting the war in Ukraine. Sean Blue, that's right. I don't give a shit about NATO. Thank you, Sean. What's up, Tim? I don't care about NATO, and I don't care about the Ukraine. I think we should pull up out of there. We don't need to have a NATO in a country that borders Russia. What if China had military massed up in Mexico? How you think we'd like that? Probably wouldn't. So I don't think Russia likes having NATO, based in Ukraine or any other country bordering Russia. So, you know, and as far as I recollect, they had some treaties saying that we wouldn't put NATO troops in any of those countries that border Russia. So, you know, when people start doing the research on who's fucked up and who's not, might come up with a little different opinion than old fucking blundering Joe, you know? The guy fell down the stairs of Air Force One again. What's up, Kurt? Yeah, he fell down the stairs again. That guy's a disgrace, man. But what are you gonna do? It's a country we live in, and supposedly he got voted in, so who knows? He fell down the stairs. That's even worse. He fell up the stairs. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Tank Dog, what's going on? I'm glad you're feeling better, brother. Carl Etner, what's going on? Yeah. Good vibes for Carl. What's that say? Ukraine is the Syria of Eastern Europe. Lots of moving pieces and factions fighting. Super complicated. Shirts this week. What's that say? That's right. Let my boy Biden alone. Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, all the moving pieces in Ukraine can keep moving, and we need to move out. That's the bottom line. We need to get up out of the Ukraine. Thank you, Clayton John. Thank you. Why is this guy going over to Ukraine instead of going to Ohio? Man, we have train derailment today or the other day. A bunch of coal got derailed. We got 3 oil refineries on fire, all from Pemex or some refinery company, oil company. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, yeah. You could take that money, clean up Skid Row. Yeah, I mean, people that live on Skid Row, to me, I think a lot of them want to be there, but I don't know where Wack's at. Wack got a new pad. He's probably chilling with the girls or he's at work. But Wack's finally moved into his own pad. Yeah, that money could do a lot of good in this country instead of going to people that, you got people that can't even afford to pay their taxes, their rent, or buy food, so. Just watch the stairs fall. Money laundering with donations, yeah. It's crazy. It's unreal, it's crazy. Yeah, Wack got a pad, so there's a fine example of, people say, guys go to prison, guys are criminals, guys are gang members, no good, blah, 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 so, my story is one story, but my story is also based on the fact that I have a lot of people that love us, that love me, and have helped me out. My wife's my #1 contributor there, and a lot of friends. So, some guys don't have a lot of support from family or friends, or their family's gone and their friends are limited. Yeah. But you look at Wack, man, he did a lot of this on his own. I mean, he found himself in a situation a couple years ago with 2 kids and on his own. Had to move out of his pad. He got a job. He's been struggling. His homeboys helped him find a job. Struggling, hoteling it, whatever. Now he's got a house, got a place to live. Roof over his head, place for his girls to sleep. So that's a success story. And then from there, it's just going to keep increasing. Success takes time. And guys have been to the pen, guys have been involved with crazy, illegal activity lifestyle. Remember the Uranium One deal? Yeah, I do remember the Uranium One deal. I think they sold 15% of our uranium to Russia, or the rights to mine it, or something like that. Yeah. So success is a measure of each individual. Some people are on Skid Row. Their success would be to get into a state-funded hotel room and get out of a tent on the sidewalk. You know, other guys, their measure of success is having some money in the bank and a new car, or a big truck, or a closet full of guns. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody's measure of success is different, but, we got our vets sleeping under bridges, our people living in the streets. I can't hardly stand it. Yep. We got veterans that are homeless, and to me, you know, they could take half of that money they sent to the Ukraine and get our veterans housing. You know, when I was cleaning up camps in Sacramento, that's right, Burl. My point was, it just goes to show you guys that have done time, guys that have been involved in the criminal system. That's right, Kurt. You know, a lot of them have the drive to be successful and do it the right way, and Wack's doing it the right way, and I'm proud of them, you know. Yeah, they could take some of that money they sent to Ukraine to get our veterans housing, and they deserve it. And I don't give a fuck if it's shelter living with medical and drug treatment or psychiatric treatment. A lot of these guys have PTSD, mental problems. You know, they should be taken care of before we send a dime to another country, and a lot of them are not being taken care of. They're living in the streets with mental problems, you know, and drug problems. And when I was cleaning up these camps in Sacramento, I used to go to one, and the camp was like here, and then down the way there was these two old dudes, and I was like, "What's up, man?" They had a little motorcycle there, like a Honda 350. Go with very soon the dollar bill. The dollar bill really only worth 3 cents today, and sometime in 10. Well, I don't know, Captain. We'll see. But you know, these two old boys are veterans, man, and they had a pension from the military and Social Security, and they were living homeless. Their tent was cool, it was clean. I used to bring them trash bags, you know. They'd sit down there and sip their booze, and they had a campfire, and, you know, they had it going on. But, I mean, to see that, it wasn't cool, you know. It really was not cool. That's right, Mr. Orange. As far as the dollar bill collapsing, you know, who knows? I mean, they want to collapse our economy, they're going to do it. I mean, everything's relative, man. Like when I was a kid, I went in the store the other day with this guy I'm working with, Shane, and I go, man, he goes, $2 for this soda. Everything's collapsing. They house migrants and refugees in military bases in the U.S. Fucking sick. But I told me a 16-ounce soda was a dime when I was a kid, right? A 12-ounce soda was a nickel. So here's the deal. You can relate to that, Mick. So here's the deal. A soda now is $1, $2, right? So what's that tell you? Minimum wage in some places is $15. It's $15 an hour. So back when soda was a nickel and a dime, minimum wage is probably like $2. So there you have it. Everything's relative to, you know, they increase this, they increase this. This drops, this drops. It's just, you know, guys juggling the economy so they can make money. That's what George Soros does. George Soros will collapse the economy of a country, buy up all the currency, and then build the economy back up so the currency's worth more, and then he sells it. I was not in San Quentin when Johnny Cash went through there, you know? I was there, but I just was not there when Johnny Cash went through, you know? So, let's see. Before COVID, they were talking great financial reset, everyone using debit card. It was 69. That was when I was a kid. A gallon of Red Mountain was $2. Wow. Youngster, you know, it was $1.25 for gas. Yeah, gas was like, oh, all right. $1.25 an hour was minimum wage. Of gas was 25 cents a gallon. I remember that. Now I know you weren't, but you have been. Yeah, I have. Looks chilly. It is chilly. It's cold. I'm out in the sun porch. Look at the photo of cities from the 50s and compare them to modern photo. Everything looks healthy and happy back then. Yep. I'm very happy to have not lived in the United States for 16 years and never will. Wow, man. Yeah. So I used to go down to the gas station with my buddy. We put 25 cents in a gas tank of a dirt bike and ride it all day. So am I, Kurt. 60s, you could work at a gas station for your family, but they had full service gas stations. You know, it's a different world we live in now. Just telling the wife, you know, back when we were talking about the 70s, you know, and it was a different time. People could, Whack, what's up, brother? You know, you could, my dad was a roofer. He was a foreman, been roofing since he was a kid. We lived pretty good. My mom was a secretary. Good night, Kurt. Have a good night, brother. Love and respects right back to you. So my family was middle class. My dad worked his ass off. He was a drunk, but he was a roofer and he made good money. And my mom was a secretary. So, yeah, I love it here. What I don't love is people trying to destroy the country with their bullshit, you know? So I don't understand it. I don't like it, and I don't understand it. Hey, look, you talk to guys like my homeboy Mick, me, Whack, some of the other fellas I've interviewed who've done a lot of time in prison, been the targets of law enforcement. My friend that lives close by did 35 years. If anyone in this country has a reason to be bitter and hate the country, you would think it would be us. But it's being done on purpose. That's right. Love your home, distrust the government. That's right. But we are not bitter against the country. We're not bitter against the place we live. I mean, we made some mistakes. We paid the price. And now we have the opportunity to be out here and live. You know, in Iran, or Iraq, excuse me, Saddam Hussein would, you know, he'd put wires on your nutsack and charge them up. I mean, he would beat people to death, break in your house, rape your wife in front of you. You know, it was a sick-ass country. You go around the world and look at what the... That's right, T-Mac. You look at how... people who involve in criminal activity get treated in other countries. They have almost no rights, you know? That's right, Whack. You know, you have almost no rights in some countries. We have rights. Look, we're homeowners. You know, we're living in homes, apartments. We get jobs, making money, take care of our families, and we're ex-felons. Other countries, you're not doing that. Only in America. You know, can you be involved with criminal activity, do your time, get out, and have a life? You know what I'm saying? You know, I had a friend in the joint, Bobby. He worked back in prison. They make glasses, so they grind the lenses, they buy the frames, obviously. And so you go to the doctor, you get the prescription, it goes over to prison industry, and then Bobby or one of these guys would take your prescription, grind the lenses, put them in the frames, you pay a minimum price, and they come back to you, right? So Bobby was in lens grinding in Vacaville, then I think he did it over at Solano, and then he went down to Donovan. He did it in Donovan. He did it for many years. He was a lifer. had a murder. So, Resin, what's up, homie? Cool. So Bobby got out of prison, got a job at Lens Crafters, and the last I heard, he was like a regional manager of Lens Crafters. What's up in Idaho, Timbo? This guy's a regional manager of Lens Crafters off a trade that he learned in prison. So there you go. I mean, looks like I picked the wrong trade to be in. But no, I mean, guys that do time, they do a lot of time. They have certain desires when they get out, and I see the guys in prison hustling to live better in prison. I see them when they get out, and they hustle their ass off out here so they can live good out here. What's up, Zach? So if they can do it, anyone can do it. And the thing is, you don't have to go to prison to learn how to do it. You just need to latch on to shit out here and learn and make it happen. That's the bottom line. Speak some months back. Oh, what's that now? Almost 2-year wait, like you say, OG. When go for the ride. Wow, Brick, that's awesome. You gonna get a job with Caltrans then? Be showing Saturday night. What's up, Joe? Hey, Mitch, how you been doing? I haven't been on here for a while. That's all right, brother. You're on now. And bread lines are a good thing. Bernie Sanders is a commie, so I just tuned in. Let's say for me, pennies. Thank you. We're gonna raffle that one off as soon as I finish it. The yard dog. That's the second yard dog. Guy Michael got the first one, so. Hey, stick with it, Brick. Stick with it. Caltrans, man, you get on with them, you're locked in. You're locked in good. So, what's going on out there in the world? How's the world treating my folks? The hard intention family. So, gotta get ready for work. That's right, Whack. Have a good night, bro. Enjoy your new pad. For real. So, yeah, I don't know. I used to sit in prison and watch the news, and I was just like, that can't be real. I would think, that can't be real. The BLM and the Antifa and our intentions ex vida for life. That's right. I just couldn't believe it, and I got out of prison. I saw it, and I still couldn't believe it, and I still don't believe it. I just can't believe that. That's right. I just can't believe that the young people and people in general in this country are so gullible, and they're led around by their nose. They don't, they're a prime example of don't believe everything that you hear, don't believe half the things you see, investigate it, especially when it comes to the media. Snowing and rain up here in Death Valley. Derek Allen Yates, that's right. It's gonna snow here tonight. It's been snowing here. So, some of the folks we go to church with told me it hasn't snowed like that very often here where we live. It's rare to see snow. It was like that deep, about 3-4 inches where I'm at. It's pretty cool. I like it, it's different. Yeah, that's right, Jason. So how'd that interview go, Jason? The road to the drill washed out, so I'm in my motel room right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, you get like flooding out there in Death Valley, same as we get, I imagine. the guys I ride with, they next T-shirt idea, the yard. What's up, Gabe? How you doing, brother? Just sitting here kicking it. Next T-shirt idea is to get some of the T-shirts we're very low on and out of back up to stock. So, is it by Dewey, Arizona? I don't know where that's at. I don't know where Dewey's at. I really don't. You know, but I thought it went well. I should know in a week. That's all right. And then our goal is to stop ordering shirts online because they raise the prices like $4. And for that price, we can get a ratchet screen printer, I hope. Start getting our shirts printed locally instead of from some big corporation that wants to jack us, you know. And now they're charging for shipping and all kinds of other stuff. It's a California-based company, so, you know. Miami, Arizona. I don't even know where that's at. We're in northern Arizona, so we're getting the cold wind and the rain and the snow. The good thing is we're getting a lot of wet stuff this year, and hopefully the water supply will increase drastically because we do need it. Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. I find similarities with society and prison. And I find it interesting, man, how gullible people are out here as far as economics. You know, like when I went to prison, you could spend, it is cold. You could spend $100 in the canteen maximum when I went to prison. When I got out, you could spend $220, might be up to $280 now. So that tells you what the dollar's worth. So economics in prison are the same as out here. You have to work for get your money. The most you're gonna make on most jobs in prison is like $80, $90 a month, you know? Oh, wow. That's awesome, Zach. So we're gonna try to get back to screen printing and away from the digital printer because they're charging us too much, you know? Yeah. I gotta get this place sealed up so it doesn't leak, and then we can go from there. Oh, the UK, man. Gasoline in the UK's been insane ever since World War II, as far as I know. But they don't drill for it. They import it, right? So, you know, but prison economy, street economy. Influences in prison, influences on the street. It's the same concept. You got guys thinking they're running shit in prison, influencing people that listen to them. And it's the same thing out here. You got people out here being influenced by the media and politicians. Oh, all right. Offshore drilling. And, you know, it just, you know, so-and-so said, well, you know, President Biden said, CNN said, you know, it's all the same shit. It's all relative, you know. So for me, in prison, I would listen to every single thing I could. Yes, how? I believe it's $ hard intentions is our Cash App. I'm pretty sure. But as far as paintings, I have a few I have to do to get caught up on. I'm almost done with. And then I can take on some more stuff. But it's been slow going because I've been working handyman stuff. We're painting a house now. We're in Golden Valley. We replaced the floor and another pad over there. They had water damage from a leak. So we pulled the cabinets out, fixed the floor, put everything back. So now we're painting a house. Woman's father passed away. Left her the house, so they're gonna paint it and fix it up and flip it, sell it. So that's what I've been doing. It's been taken away from my painting time. So that's a little, you know. Then you get caught up with chores around the house, but I always make time to do some painting. And I'm almost done with some of the ones I've been working on. And then I can get caught up on some other stuff. Hey, spring training in Mesa, Arizona. You going? I don't know. I drive for 300 miles, and that's about, wow, 300 miles for 120 bucks. That's crazy. You know, gasoline here in Arizona is anywhere from 3.30 to 4 bucks a gallon. So it depends, you know. All right, MYT, let me know when you're ready. Because that's the other painting I gotta finish. Rod, the prison's on the outside now, man. My mother with dementia, they stuck her. 90,000 quid a year. Love your panties, by the way. Thank you so much, Rod. And I'm sorry to hear about your mom. Seriously, you're the dangerous person. Wow. Save a life, surrender your knife. I don't get that shit. Oh, so they're taking guns and knives now. Yeah, people who fill up your cars for you at the gas station. No, everything is pretty much self-serve nowadays. Full-service gas stations have been out of question for quite a long time. A long time. Yeah, you know, it's self-serve. They're not checking your oil. You want to have what they have because obviously you're in another country. So if you want your oil changed or checked, you have to go to an oil changing place. It's a facility. It's just a little drive-through. You know, like in Placerville, I used to go to the car wash. They change your oil. You know, they did my transmission fluid too on the minivan. They don't do that shit at the gas station no more. It's their slogan, save a life, surrender your knife. What the hell are you gonna cut your steak with? That's right, Carl. I like the Oakland A's. Pretty soon to be the Las Vegas A's. I wouldn't mind seeing them play. You know, minor leagues and spring training might be better than the actual major league games, you know? But, yeah, I'm just, no, they have, yeah, they have the pit to change the oil, but that's in the oil changing places. Now, gas stations now, it's like a mini mart and gas pumps. That's it. No, Rod, he left before I got there. Keep a knife, save your life. I miss Doug. Heard a lot about him, know a lot of crazy stories, but I never got to meet him. He left around the time I was coming in. But rest in peace. He died in federal prison. Yeah. Park when I was walking to school and confiscated my scissors. Oh, wow. You know, they're scared of violence for a lot of reasons. Here's the deal. You know, if someone's trying to take your stuff, you know, if I'm a bully and I'm going to come up and take your stuff, which the government is basically the biggest bully on the block, if I'm going to come take your stuff and you're armed, I'm going to think twice about taking your stuff. And I might go after this guy's stuff who doesn't have any weapons to protect himself. See that, Ty? I'm out here where it's chilly. Yeah, it's gonna snow again. I'm out here on the porch. The wife kicked me out of the house. Actually, she's on the computer doing some stuff. And so I'm using the phone out here in the art area, and it's cold. We're gonna get some more snow here in a bit. So, yeah, and a prime example of that was that guy in Vacaville, like 88. A gas pump attendant is very rare. Oh, it's impossible. I haven't seen it. And so this big guy went and took this little piece of stuff in a dorm. He broke into his locker, took all his stuff. And the little paisa told him, hey man, give me my stuff back. And he told him basically, fuck you. The guy was my size. Paisa was a little bitty guy, so he went and got a knife, stabbed the guy a couple times in the chest and killed him because he took his shit. He bullied him. He tried to punk him out of his shit. So That's why they want to take your weapons. Northern Arizona is different. Yeah, it is. My friend got done for having a toolbox, screwdriver going. Oh, wow. They still pumping gas in some place in Oregon, not in California or Arizona. So the government wants to take your guns so then they can regulate your money. Make shivs. Want to live, make shiv. Oh, yeah. I heard Oregon that, yeah, I went to some gas stations in Oregon though, and we pumped our own gas, but I heard they do pump your gas up there. Not in California, not in Arizona, you know? But Oregon has state-sponsored liquor stores too, don't they? Man. Oh yeah, it's raining. It's raining. It's coming in. It comes through the screen. You can see the screen starting to get spots on it. That's from the rain. Yeah, and it's cold, so later on it's going to be snowing. So, you know, these are Boston Celtics, Larry Bird. Yeah, I remember Larry Bird. It's, yeah. Tracking everything with C cards. The Los Angeles Lakers, Magic Johnson, those are real basketball games. Yep, I wasn't a basketball fan, but I did like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan. I don't know what a C card is. But, so that's the deal, you know. They want to take your guns. They want to regulate your to where you can't fight back. Is that the rain? Yeah, that's the rain. And it's cold. So pretty soon it's going to be snowing. I think some of you guys are out there in this weather, you'd be drinking hot toddies. Crikey. It's about, well, I think it's in the 40s. Oh yeah, credit card, yeah, C card. Yeah, it's probably in the late 30s, early 40s. Good sleeping weather, yeah. Well, the bottom line is they'd love to have everybody in a stack and pack housing. They would love to have everybody regulated down to digital currency, digital ID, so they can manage your money for you. Because we all know we're too dumb to manage our own money, right? You know, they want to control everything. And that's the bankers. That's the bankers that want to run things. And I don't get the whole control aspect. You know, I mean, I guess what it is when you've made trillions of dollars off of credit cards and putting people in debt, loaning money to people for homes and cars and all that shit. When you've made trillions of dollars, you know, and the money just keeps flowing in, what's your next best thing now? I mean, you have all the money in the world. I guess the next thing is control, power. Money is power. Money is control. To them, that's their deal. That's their gig, you know. So where does it end? You know? There's no windows in this room. I need to frame this up with windows, and it'll be a little warmer in here. I don't know about the whole Jew thing. I think it's just bankers, you know, and I think Arabs have banks. A lot of people, you know, that Bank of America started off as a little Bank of Italy, actually, and then it became the Bank of America. So, you know, they admit they can't stop hackers, but yet they continue to push this digital currency bullshit. Yep. Maybe they are the hackers. Maybe they're the ones hacking, you know? You never know. But all I know is I think people should just keep going about their daily lives and don't fret. The world's gone mad. I'm drinking too much, and yes, I gotta see Mom tomorrow. Can't help seeing. Oh man. Hey, bro, just take it one day at a time, man. You know, Rod, life's good. Even with all this bullshit going on, the thing in Ukraine's kind of scary. Especially when Putin says, hey, you know, America wants to send tanks over here and all this other stuff. Nuclear weapons are not off the table. They're, you know, it's an option. Gets kind of scary, but I don't let it affect my life. Do it hard, brother. Emoji King. I'm not going to let it affect my life. Prices of everything are skyrocketing. Your priorities have to be, next week it rains and it's cold and everything goes quiet. Snow. Yeah, it's going to snow here in a bit. But, you know, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Keep trying to pay the bill. And that's what I recommend. It's about the work. Yeah. Just keep working. Just keep making some money. Just keep, you know, hey, have a good meal. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. You know, and live your life. Enjoy every day of your life. Every waking moment. Try to enjoy it. Let them be on their little power trip, and when they bring their power to you, to your neighborhood, and they, you know, like we said before, it's not going to be your local sheriff. It's going to be some guy with a blue hat. You know, then it's time to really worry. Then it's time to gather up your ammunition and find out who your real friends are, and who's down for this country and who's not. You know, but until then, don't worry about it. Stress kills. Yeah, it's a spiritual battle. It really is. And you know, one thing that will destroy you spiritually is stress and worry and strife. I think some guy said in the Bible, at 365 times it says, don't worry. And that means every day of your life you're not to worry, because there's 365 days in a year. So it says don't worry. That's one of the main things, not to worry. Worry and stress, they'll destroy your life physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So you can't stress about it. You can't worry about it, because there's nothing you can do about it. While they're until it comes to you. Except stay vigilant, you know. Keep an eye on the border. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm just checking in. You know, Zelensky says we're going to lose NATO if we don't. Yep, that's right, Papa Jack. Guard your rights. That's right. Yeah, guard your rights, man. We're Americans. We're guaranteed certain rights by the Bill of Rights in the United States Constitution. So that's what we fall under. So, you know, I wouldn't sweat it, man. You know, I'm out here in the desert, enjoying the rain and the snow, and in a few months I'll be enjoying the sunshine and the heat, you know. Yeah, Zelensky's a weirdo. He's a gay caballero. Dancing with high heels and shit. You know, to say, oh, the Mexican border, I can't remember. Well, you know, the Mexican border is going to take care of itself when we get the right president, but, you know. Wow, Rod. You think he was... I wish I was American. Wow. So you're not in America? Man, bro. That sucks. You know, we have the same problems over here, though. But, man. Oh, in the UK, yeah. That sucks, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. People, not the guy. Yeah, salute to the people, not the government, man. The government can suck it. Here's the problem with the Mexican border. It ain't just guys trying to immigrate from Central South America. You have guys that are potential terrorists coming across the border. That's why they have a legitimate way to come over, you know. You never know who's coming across that border when you have an open border. It's not just our neighbors. It could be some guy from China, the Middle East, who knows where, coming here to do harm. So, and even I'm thinking of breaking into America. Well, come on over, we need some decent people here. We need good people here in the United States. There are a lot of good people here, but there's a lot of dummies, so the more good people we have, the better, Trump brought yeah, it meant a lot, bro. Especially when our president was over in the Ukraine, giving him another $100 billion. $100 billion to clean up that site and feed people and give them water. I mean, I don't even think it's safe to go in your home and that. What's your house worth? I think I would have to sue that railroad company for the cost of my home and my livelihood. Yeah, you're definitely welcome here, Teddy. They should sue for their livelihoods, for their homes, for their health, Michael, what's up, brother? Unfortunately, we got a lot of corrupt people running this country. But what are you going to do? You just keep plugging along, man. I don't think they're going to be as successful. Uh-oh. I got a leak right here. Wow. Straight up. Oh, they got a screw in there, and they missed the mark. So they've got metal roof up here, and they drive the screw in, and they missed the stud in several places. So now there's water coming through. Oh well, corrugated. Yeah, it's powder coated stuff, It's raining here, bro. You can hear it. So I'm gonna have to fix that eventually. They weren't the smartest people in the world. I'll just leave it at that, I mean, they did a lot of stuff around here that was kind of jackass. You know what it's like being English. Oh, leaky roofs? Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I know I had some leaks. I didn't know I had one there, so. Yeah, folks, life's good. Don't let them fucking slow you down. Don't let them stop you. So what's going out there in the world? Ron 10, you're welcome here. That's right. It's raining like crazy. It is raining like crazy here. You can see the bottom of that starting to get rained up, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. That's right. That's right, Rod. You guys are all welcome here. Man, that rain's crazy. Rank out your Our Intentions coffee cup. Catch that drip. I got the artwork in spots where the rain doesn't drop. It's dropping right here, and I didn't know. So that's coming right down from there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that shit. The magic of silicone. The wood shop, I have to put a barrel switch on the table saw because the new motor makes the blade spin the opposite direction, so I have to reverse the polarity of the motor, so. But, yeah, we're going to go to church tomorrow, so those of you, before we sign off, those of you who don't know, the Orthodox Church, they don't have Ash Wednesday, they have Clean Monday. And so what Clean Monday is, on Sunday, tomorrow, we have Forgiveness Sunday. And so you go and you ask forgiveness for things from people you may have offended, and you start Monday clean. That's the whole thing, and it's the beginning of Lent, so we're gonna do that tomorrow morning. Cramming and honeymooners with you can pray. Phoenix will get plenty of rainwater eventually. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to sign off a little early tonight. It's getting chilly, and I got to go in to clean up, and get ready for church tomorrow. I'm still gonna miss a lot of live. Just time to keep me pulling the rug. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna hit the church tomorrow, and so I'm gonna go in and clean up and get ready for that. Clean the house up so we come back from church, we can just kick it. But I wanted to check in Saturday Night Live with the folks, see what's going on out in the world. Besides all the natural disaster, crazy shit going on. Thank you so much, JP, Emoji King, Teddy Mac. Yeah, we will say a prayer for you over there, Teddy Mac. Please pray for us as well. You know, the world needs a lot of positive vibes and some good prayers, because we got crazy people running the world that want to start World War III, like Mr. Trump says. So hopefully they won't be successful, you know. Hopefully they've made plenty of money and we can move on and get rid of this war shit. Thank you, Tank Dog. But in the meantime, good night, Carl. We love you too, brother. In the meantime, let's just keep pressing forward and doing it hard, because they can't stop us. That's right, Rod. Lord of God and the greatest. That's right. Have peace tomorrow. That's right. Thank you, Matthew. I never... Thank you, brother. Good night, Burl. Frank Rizzo. Good night, folks. I'm freezing my ass off out here. Good night, Joe. Roger Griggs. So I'm going to go in and Chief JK, that's right. Good night, John Boy. That's right, Willie G. Everything's good, my friends. Good night, Will. I did get it. Ammunition. Good night, folks. Get out there and do it hard. Enjoy Sunday to the fullest. We love you. Good night, folks. Good night. Good seeing you again, Greg. Good night, brother.